Hello everyone, and welcome back to the bakery, where you get served nothing but premium content. I said premium content. Okay, why isn't this thing working? Let me just rub on it a little bit, usually this will fix it. Alright, let's try again. I said premium content. Yeah, there we go. We love this. We need more of this. Anyways, in today's venture, we are heading to the lands of Lothric, where we will be seeing if I can complete Dark Souls 3 with only the lightning arrow. Oh, you said how might I obtain that when it's a Ring City DLC weapon? Well, you don't need to worry about that. I promise I didn't cheat it in or anything. Let's forget that and head on into the rules. Number 1, I'm only allowed to attack with my fists or the lightning arrow, and if needed, my talisman. Any rings are allowed for me to use, as it will be essential for this run. Any armor is allowed, but the Pope helmet must stay on once we acquire it. Well, that just about covers it, so let's head on into the video, shall we? We start off any Dark Souls 3 run by grabbing our sippy cups, then heading to a nice bonfire, where we warm up our toes in preparation to fight that one guy from that one Dark Souls 3 game. But we can't access our main attack until killing him. Don't worry though, we will make up for this by going back into New Game Plus if we can make it that far. After killing Gundyr, we take the funny-shaped sword up to the Firelink, where we stick the sword in the Firekeeper's pile of ash. Boom! But then we obviously need to talk to the baddie herself, putting a few stats into health. Then we wrap around to the side of Firelink and do some sick parkour moves. I mean, clipping onto a hitbox of a tree and then onto a roof. Where, on the inside, a little birdie gives us a mouthful. Then we pick up an Estus shard, then the Silver Serpent Ring, but we won't be using much of that as it's no use to us right now. We reallocate our flask to give us more blue juice. Then we hand over our Estus shard to our old pal Andre, who grants us one more sippy cup. After, we take a seat at the bonfire, gazing upon its flame before it transports us into Lothric Castle. We pick up a few items, then down a staircase. Then we jump into a random cellar. No lube. Aww. Then we head up a staircase, dodging goons when a dragon lands on our head and spreads fire everywhere. But aha, lucky me, opening doors makes me... We run past a knight, then make our way to the tower on a wall bonfire. We make sure to head back to Firelink, popping all of the souls that we had picked up, then talk to that one character from Elden Ring Night Rain to further level up our character. We head back to the tower on the wall, then we wander into a building, grabbing a few items, then sneakily taking down some punks. Boom! 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 What are you aiming at? Then find another Estus shard.
Yippee!
And then we find the cell key. Now we can free Grey Rat. Well, we freed Grey Rat.
Hit that shit, Slayer.
Act like an angel and dress like crazy.
Act
like an angel and dress like crazy. All the girls like Valley. All the girls like Valley.
Off to Vordt we go, jumping roof to roof like the little assassin we are, until we reach the Thorn Door, before we are challenged by Vordt himself. After making swift work of him, we head back to the Firelink Shrine, where we upgrade our health further. I promise I'll start upgrading something else soon. Then off to Andre, where he gives us even more sippy cups. He must really love us.
Aw, you're so cute.
We head back to Vordt's cage, then up a staircase running by every knight we encounter. Eventually talking to an old lady that grants us a banner. We carefully slip off the ledge when my favorite friend Terry grows wings and
You're ugly, you are disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
flies us to the Undead settlement. Oh boy, my favorite place in the game. Haha. We start by outmaneuvering some dogs, then break your mother's ankle grabbing an Estus shard. We continue running until grabbing a bonfire, then wrapping around the settlement, staring at a breathing tree. Then we run through a rat-infested sewer, opening a shortcut that will take us straight to Onion. But first, we upgrade our health, then get another flask. Then it's off to meet the man himself. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that again. God, look at him.
He's so cool. There's just so much ore.
We head up to the tower and make peace, then fight a demon with our onion bro.
Man, the way he sits crisscross applesauce is just so tough.
We grab the Chloranthy ring, then we head to Firelink Shrine, and now that we are at 21 vigor, we won't be touching that for a while. We give Greatwood a couple tries, but on our last, he did everything but his job. He literally could not hit me. Anyways, I don't have enough FP, so we will come back to him later. So, we head to the Road of Sacrifices, grabbing the Grass Crest Shield, granting us more stamina regeneration. Then we pick up the Fallen Knight armor so I can play a bit of Dripsils for a little while. Then we absolutely rage bait these two doofuses to fall down a ladder.
This game is so fucking bad!
Then get poked to death.
You digging in me, you digging in me.
But we come back stronger and better than ever and grab the Sage's Ring, which allows us to have a faster cast, and man oh man is it a lot faster. Welp, now it's time to take on my favorite boss. Just kidding. After we barely kill Crystal Sage, we head to Firelink, putting a few stats into FP. Then we head back out to the swamps. We made it to the halfway fortress to pick up Morn's Ring, which boosts our miracle damage by 12%. Then we make our way behind the Crystal Sage ruins. We run past many dogs that teleport. FromSoft, can you please give us one game where the dogs do not have to be like this? Then we make it to the Cleansing Chapel. Oh man, my favorite grandpappy. Never thought I'd see him like this though. Now I won't lie to you, Mancakes guided me through the chapel, because I haven't played this game in ages, but before making it, we got ganked, then died because I forgot how to jump. But we eventually made it back to the opening of some double doors, then down an elevator, opening a shortcut so we don't have to run through that maggot-infested gravesite ever again. Then we grab Lloyd's ring before sadly falling 5 feet to our death. We head back in this time, being smart and unlocking 2 shortcuts. Then back inside, we talk to our good old pal Sigurd. We follow his orders by crossing a bridge and... Oh, what's this? Well, it seems we have been fooled by the Nipplehead himself, who sends us off with the giants.
Well, say hello to the nice giant. He adores visitors.
Lucky me, we used the shortcut opened previously to head to the roofs, climbing a ladder, then jumping off a ledge, then making it to Renola. Then we backtrack a little bit, using all of the souls I have gathered, spending an arm and leg just for our old friend's armor. So let's give back to the poor. Outside of the Cleansing Chapel, we find our friend stuck in a well, where we throw down his armor. Hopefully we will see him again someday soon.
Deepest gratitude. I, Siegfried of Catarina, salute you.
Next, we tried fighting the Deacons a couple times, and yeah, that's definitely not happening right now. So, we had the Fahrenkeep, extinguishing 3 fires, then picking up an Undead Bone Shard and an Estus Shard. At the Firelink, we upgrade our sippy cups, then off to the Abyss Watchers. They killed us the first 2 times, but the 3rd time came around, and I guess 3rd try really is the charm. It was basically just a running away simulator, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. A win is a win. After defeating them, they reveal the catacombs of Carthus. Where all you have to do is just hug the right wall a few times, and then bam, a bonfire. We made it to the bridge before Wolnir, and I wanted to kill the old Demon King first, but a crowd of fans showed up. Trust me everybody, Mancakes is not here. So, I tried Wolnir, and died very quickly. So then, we did what we wanted in the first place, and head to the Smoldering Lake to take on the old Demon King. After defeating Demon King, it's time to take on Wolnir, shooting out one bracelet, then another. And then, at the end of the fight, I sniped the last bracelet. It really shocked me that I hit that. I usually suck with free aim.
Wow.
So hard.
Now there's really no other option. We have to kill the Deacons to move on to the rest of the game. Time to finish what I've been pushing off. After a couple attempts, which in all reality was about an hour, it was pretty apparent that killing these guys is going to be challenging if I can't one-shot the glowing one. So, it's time for a little grinding. First, we pick up the Mortician's Ashes to give us access to a grave key, which we use to explore a catacomb. Then grab the Saint's Talisman, which has an A scaling with faith. Then, off to the Keep Ruins, climbing a ladder where we come face to face with the familiar enemy. I fucking hate this game. Then revealing a hidden wall and grabbing the Dream Chaser's Ashes that lets us buy the base Titanite shards, which allows us to level up our talisman to +3. Then we head back to Keep, going up an elevator and then grabbing 2 large Titanite skills. Then we kill the demon for Havel's Ring if I need it later. Then pick up 2 more large Titanite from the Catacombs of Carthus, then 10 more from the Smoldering Lake, getting us +6. So, off to hopefully kill the Deacons this time. After a few tries, I get frustrated, so I tried the Dancer 2 times and then came back to the Deacons, and then I finally had some good RNG and managed to kill them. And now that they are dead, the Pope hat has to stay on, and I cannot take it off for any other helmet. At this point, I had forgotten about the tree Saki, so we go jungle his Glorbs, sniping his sacks left from right, until his inevitable defeat. Then we use all of the boss's souls to level up faith, since they will not be of use to us. Now, it's time for Irithyll. Man, just look at this view. It's like a breath of fresh air. And it would have been an awesome second part of the game if they didn't surprise attack you with the giant rat. Before doing anything, it's time to free Sigurd, so we cross the lake, then enter Irithyll dungeon. Cross a bridge, grabbing a jailbreaker's key that allows us to jump out a window and skip majority of the dungeon. We stick our hand in a mimic's mouth, getting an Estus shard, then we grab a key for Sigurd. And then rats chase me down a sewer because I said Mancakes has never uploaded a good video before on his YouTube channel. We finally make it to the profane capital. Then, we outmaneuver a mage like Nathan Drake, then opening Sigurd's cell, but he wasn't there. I must have missed a step. So, we must head back to Irithyll and have one last drink with him. And then, now we can free him from his cell.
You are a saint.
And then, it's time to take care of a promise that Sigurd promised his old friend.
Yhorm, old friend. I, Siegfried of the Knights of Catarina, have come to uphold my promise.
Yes! After living up to his promise, we have one last toast.
Now, for a final toast. To your valor, and my old friend Yhorm. Long may the sun shine.
And then we say farewell to our favorite onion. We make sure not to let him die for nothing by dripping ourselves out. And look at us, we are iced down veggies. Hopefully I will live to tell the tale.
Wink wink.
I am that!
We sell Yhorm's soul and the others that we have, and then dump more levels into Faith, getting us to level 50. Then we head to Irithyll, opening a shortcut to Pontiff's Arena, then grabbing the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, which boosts our miracle damage by 20%. This also stacks with the other ring that we have. Now, it's time to fight that one boss that was supposed to be the last boss in this game. We died around 6 times, but then I took a shower break to shed my gamer crust, and on my first attempt back, we took him down. I realized during this boss fight that this challenge really hasn't been all too terrible, and it really hasn't been hard. I hope it doesn't get harder for me though. We level up a bit, then grab 3 undead bone shards, and decide to take down the dancer before we fight Aldrich. And we second tried him. We level up some more, now back to Irithyll. We scale up the side of a castle, then we push a lever that elevates a tower. When we get to the top, we arrive at Anorlando.
Ooh, yippee!
Then we kill Yorska, getting her chime, which we will use later. We enter through a side tower on Anorlando, and oh man, what is this? Then we spot a giant spider on the ceiling.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Then we shoot the said spider down off of the ceiling. We get to the front door of Anorlando and then kill the spider, opening the door just after. We rest and have a nice drink to honor our onion friend. Then it's time to take on Aldrich. And wow, that boss fight didn't even take 2 minutes, and it was very, very easy. Well, you know how this plays out by now. We level up at the Firelink Shrine, Then we head to Lothric, going up the ladder, then gathering 4 Titanite chunks in the King's Garden. Then inside of the King's Garden is Oceiros, so might as well give it a try. He took us 3 tries, but the first 2 I felt like the ocelot in his hand that he slams to the ground. I hate this boss. I don't even know how it took more than 1 try. After killing him, we level up again, and then head to the back of Oceiros' arena, because behind it is an untinted grave. We pick up 2 Titanite chunks, then level our talisman to +8, then challenge Champion Gundyr. I love this boss a lot, and I really wish that we got to fight more of these kind of bosses in their prime. For instance, Artorias, which I'm hoping for in Elden Ring Night Reign. After killing Gundyr, we head to the Firelink Shrine, grabbing the Coiled Sword Fragment. This might be the best item ever in a Souls game. We also purchased Artorias' armor, but I didn't like how skinny it looked, so I switched back to the original armor that we were using. Then we upgrade Yorska's Chime, that we picked up earlier because at max level it has an S scaling with Faith. We venture deeper into Lothric Castle, killing a dragon, then arriving outside of the Dragonslayer's fight. Now, going into this fight, I already knew that it was going to be a bit difficult because of his natural lightning resistance. So, this fight was a lot of running back and forth, and we actually no-hit the boss, which is actually really cool because I thought I'd have a lot of trouble with him. Also, I'm going to throw this in the video now. If you're wondering where the Nameless King fight is, well, I got some bad news. Since I'm not Distortion, the fight with Nameless King would be super close, and I can't afford to miss any casts. If you want to see what that fight would look like with the lightning arrow, be sure to head over to his channel and watch the video. After our victory, we enter the Grand Archives, unlocking a shortcut. Then, we get to the roof, sneaking around 3 fat bastards, grabbing an Undead Bone Shard and an Estus Flask. Then we unlock the shortcut to the Twins fight, but before fighting them we go to Firelink and upgrade our flasks. Now, it's time to take on the Twins.
Oh dear. Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
Still giggle shits. This boss fight only took around 5 attempts, and after beating him and listening to Mancakes, I realized that this game can really be trivialized with the light roll. In Elden Ring, the light roll only lets you go further and you don't get any extra iframes. But in Dark Souls 3, if you are light rolling, you actually gain more iframes. Now that all of the cinders are dead, we head to the Firelink Shrine, offering all parts to the throne room. Then, we speak to the Firekeeper.
Noble lords of Cinder,
The fire fades. And the lords go without thrones. I'm collecting angel just like crazy.
That was the last time, I swear. We get sent to the end of time, where we find our old self crouching with the sword. Then the final boss fight begins. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, this boss fight was pretty easy, and just like the twins, you can trivialize this fight with a light roll, and I think this boss only took around 8 tries. After taking down Soul of Cinder, we head to Ariandel, crossing a bridge, which we turn into a ladder, jumping from branch to branch. At the bottom, we reach an ice-covered river. We grab a bonfire, then it's off to the grave tender. Well, that was easy. I'm gonna skip through all the boring stuff and I'm gonna cut right to Sister Frida. The way you get to her is just by running through a town, flipping a lever, and then killing an NPC. Trust me, you do not want to see it. And well, it's time for Frida. Man, I feel like the end of these videos go by so fast, it just turns into a boss rush almost. Wait! I almost forgot. We have one final fight. That's right. Oh yeah. We return to where it all started, and it will end here as well. What a way to end a challenge video. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did recording it. Going into this, I read a lot about this skill online, and dozens of people said that this miracle is one of the worst in the game, and it sucks. So, I thought I'd try to beat the game with it. And with only having 2 struggles, being the Deacons and the Dragonslayer, I gotta say, this challenge wasn't all that hard. I got done recording this game in only 2 days. And if you're wondering where the Ring City DLC is, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I can do it, and I honestly think that DLC is overrated. If you like this video, make sure to comment so I can interact with you all. Subscribe if you want, and also check out Distortion, as that's where I got this idea anyways. And if you like more content like mine, make sure to check out Mancakes' channel.
It's my turn to talk now, Cairo. You enjoyed this bozo's channel, be sure to jump over to the better channel, the cool channel, the best baker in the bakery. Video should be out now. Okay, everyone, have a fantastic day.
Oh, thank you, Mancakes. Well then, by the time that this video is posted, he should have a Dark Souls 3 video coming out just right after this one. Welp everybody, that's all I have for you today. Don't go hollow, old friend.